Hello everybody, my name is Mason and welcome to Minecraft 1.6.2. The question on everybody's mind these days is, Mason, how do you survive your very first night in Minecraft? I don't know. And really, there are a myriad of responses to that question. You can do so many different things. But I decided I would show you how I would do it. So Minecraft is a cool game where you can basically do whatever you want. If anyone ever tries to tell you what specifically it is about, refer to the title. You mine things, you craft things. You mine anything, you craft anything. You build whatever you want. Live as you want to live. This game is literally as productive as you are. So knowing that, let's go ahead and start a new world, and I'll show you how to survive your first night. Here we are in the world screen, and you'll notice that there's nothing in here quite yet, but we are going to fix that in just a sec by creating a new world. So here it gives you a space where you can actually change some of the details about the world, including the name, and we want this to be an exciting place, so let's call it something exciting. Okay, there we go. I can't type very well, but that seems like a pretty exciting place to me. And down here you see two more options. This option in the center here will dictate what type of game you're going to play. So right now it's currently selected as survival, but there are two other options you can choose. This one is hardcore, and it's the same thing as survival, except if you die, your world's gone. You can't get it back. The game deletes it for you. This is real life, suckers. And I'm sorry, Crimea River, you lose all your stuff. So we don't want to play that because we're just starting out on our first night, and that would probably be too hard for us. The other option, of course, is creative mode. I also enjoy this mode. There's no aspects of survival or material acquisition in this game. You can fly around, you have all the blocks with you, and you can place things wherever you want. You can't die. It's really just for the builders. Those videos that you see, those time-lapse videos on YouTube where people build enormous structures like castles and things like that, usually are done on creative mode. But that's not what we're trying to do here. We gotta survive. And to do that, we're gonna hit game mode survival. So go ahead, ignore this more world options, and create new world. So here it is, loading the world in a place randomly selected and generated called a seed. And as you see here, it's kind of placed us right here in this lovely forest biome right across the street from this swamps biome, which is not as great, kind of stinky. So we're going to stay away from that because, I don't know, swamp biomes kind of depress me. And we need to start surviving. So you may notice this little block up in the sky here that's slowly moving upward. That's the sun. The sun is your friend. And eventually it will rise to the peak and be noon, and it will set. And when it sets, your enemy, the moon, will rise. And the moon is not your friend because it brings a lot of bad surprises. Namely, terrible monsters, awful things. Let's not do that. So, the first thing on the agenda as far as surviving your first night is concerned is you need to gather some wood. So luckily this seed has spawned us in a forest biome. There are plenty of trees here to choose. So to walk up to a tree, you use your WASD or WASD keys and the spacebar to jump if necessary. And you are now standing face to face with this gentle giant, Mr. Oak Tree. Hello, Oak Tree, I'm going to take your wood. But before we can take his wood, you know how the system works. So at the bottom of my screen, you'll notice a hotbar. This hotbar has about 10 cells in it, I think, and you can shift over the cells by using your mouse wheel. But you can see right now, we don't have anything in our inventory. We've started out naked as the day we were born. So we're going to have to get something. This wood. So to get the wood, you need to press left click. So pressing left click on anything on your inventory will use it or break it. And we want to break it. So we're going to chop this wood down You notice that the tree does not adhere to normal physics or gravity. That's really how most of this game is. There are only a few blocks that will actually drop and adhere to gravity. But honestly, I think it's kind of a cool building idea to be able to basically say, you know what, screw you, gravity. So we have 5 logs from this tree, and now the leaves will start to deteriorate. But I don't feel comfortable with just one tree. So I'm going to gather one more by breaking this. And you make sure you hold the left click button, and then you will break that. So you'll notice that wood is starting to gather in my hotbar, which is good because we need that to, well, pretty much make anything. Ooh, look. Sometimes when you break an oak tree, and only oak trees, you'll drop an apple, and you can pick it up. So if you mouse wheel over, you can actually put it in your hand, and we'll be able to eat it later. But we'll talk about that at an appropriate time. So we have our wood, and we need to find a nice place to hunker down for the night before crazy monsters show up. And I don't want to be there for that. Let's see what's down here. There's a cave down there. We'll have to go and explore that later. What? Oh! There's a village! What luck! There's a village over there. A village is a randomly generated set of structures with actual villagers in them, and we can actually trade, we can steal their crops, we can burn it down, we can live there, we can do whatever we want. That's really, really cool. I don't want to bother them right now. We'll go and see them in a later episode. Right now I want to focus on surviving. How much time do we have? So you can see the sun is up at the peak. It's about noon right now. And we need to get started on finding a nice place to settle down for the night. So usually when you're in a plains biome like this and you don't have a village to rely on, you try to build, here we go, off into like a cliffside or something of that nature. So here we are. And there's another lovely cave down here with some lava. And this is iron, and there are whole kinds of different kind of things you can get. But in the meantime, that's not what we're worrying about. We need to get ourselves settled for the night. So to do that, you just want to pick a nice place where you can kind of settle down. And I like this wall here. So what I'm going to do is construct our very first thing to help us. So if you press E, you open up the inventory screen, and you can see your little dude here, and he says hello. You have these little armor slots here, and of course your crafting space. So we need to actually make a crafting table. The crafting table is a block in which you can make all other recipes in the game, so it's your best friend. So we're going to take this oak wood, select it with a left click, bring it over to the box, and you're going to right click it in there. And I'm going to put about half of them in there, put it down with a left click, and now you can see the finished product, oak wood planks, over here in the corner. So you can select those again with a left click, and I'm just going to click them all up, put them over here, and now we have our wood planks. But that's not enough to make a crafting table. We need to put these wood planks into the crafting space, fill the entire 2x2 square, and now you have a crafting table. So let's talk about what you can do with this. If you mouse wheel over, you'll put the crafting table in your hand, and you can plonk it down as such with a right click. And this is basically how you place down blocks with most things in the game. So you right click it, and it's there. You can right click this block then to give you a new inventory with a bigger crafting space. This is a 3x3, and you can make all recipes in the game in this little space. So to do that, we're actually going to need to make some tools first. So the name of the game is Minecraft. So we need to actually mine some things. So to mine things, we need to make sticks. by making a small column 2x1 of wood, and then you pull the sticks out from here, and then you put it back in the crafting space, and you need to make a pick by putting 3 wood here up at the top. And so you can see that it kind of looks like a pick. Most recipes follow a very, very loose representation physically of what they look like. You can grab this tool out, and hey, look, it's time to mine. So you place that down in your hotbar, and then you mouse wheel over to an empty space, and we're going to collect this crafting table so that we can put it back up inside. So we are going to left click, and if you hold left click just like we did with the trees, you can actually mine these blocks. And we're going to mine ourselves a little entrance into this mountain, so that way we can hunker down for the night. So here I am, making myself nice and cozy. I like to have a 3 height room, because I feel like it gives me a little bit more space. So we're just going to knock out a few more squares, like so. And really, you can put as much space in your little room as you want. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of this game. Do what you want. So here we are, building our room. Oh. That wasn't nice. That was a cave sound. Since we are near this cave here, they will make dastardly, evil noises like that to scare the player, and oftentimes it really works. And, oh, to our luck, we have found some coal. Coal is used to light up this house to keep the monsters away from it, and I think it is a great idea to grab some. Coal, along with the iron we saw earlier, are just a few of the many... What's that? There's a zombie outside. Oh. I see him. He's burning in the daylight. That was scary. And rude. He interrupted me. So, we can grab this coal. You see it pops up here on my inventory. What is going on up there? Okay. So, we're gathering all this coal, and you notice as you dig farther into the mountain, it does get dark, and we don't want that. So, we are going to finish mining this, and as you can see, it's getting dark finally. So, we need to start doing stuff. So, if you place your crafting table here, or anywhere you want, we can wall off. And we have a little window here, and nothing can get inside. Now we do have to be wary of skeletons, because they can shoot inside, but we'll just stay away from the window. So, we need to light this place up. If you go into your crafting table, we'll take the remainder sticks that we have, and this coal, and you just put it right on top, and it makes 4 torches. So you take these now 8 torches, mouse wheel them over into your inventory, and you can actually right click them onto the wall, and hey presto, you have a torch. So, oh, it seems I missed some coal here. So we're going to gather the rest of that, and since I've already dug out this way, we're going to make it pretty and make it a room. But first, I must get this coal. As such. Okay, so we have created a little hallway here, and we're going to expand it because, I don't know, maybe eventually we'll put a bed, or we can make this a dance floor. We can do whatever we want with it. Just like this. And eventually we'll be able to upgrade our tools. That way it does not take so darn long to mine this stone. Oh. Looks like that time has come. So you may have noticed that while I was mining, a durability meter was slowly lowering on the wooden pickaxe. Unfortunately, things do have a durability, and you need to keep replacing them. So we are going to do that some more, except instead of wood, we are going to make a stone pickaxe with the new cobblestone. So we are going to make a few more sticks with this wood. Sticks. And then place some sticks here. I'm going to do 2. Make 2 picks. And then there you go. You have your stone pickaxes. And let's see if it makes a difference. Oh, it's a little bit faster. That is nice. So now we have this wonderful little room here in the corner. And we can put other stuff in there if we really want to. So I'm going to move this crafting table into that room. And I'm going to make a little cubby for it right here. Bam. Put a torch right up there, and that'll be my little crafting space. So let's see if there are any mobs outside that we can see. I don't see anything, so I think we're pretty much safe. And that is how you survive your very first day in Minecraft. So basically, there are a couple different things that you can do in the nighttime while you wait for the sun to rise so you can go back outside. One of which is expanding your little house that you've made. 2, upgrading all these tools. Or, if you were lucky enough to find some sheep and you got some wool, you can actually make a bed and skip the night entirely. So, I am going to worry about expanding my little house, and I will see you guys next time when we talk about the second day of surviving Minecraft. So, I've been Mason, and thanks for watching.